Today I would like to show you this NutriChef pressure cooker, and you can come along and watch me make dinner. Now, years ago, I remember my mom saying, don't use a pressure cooker. Grandma used to have one. It blew the cover off and hit the ceiling. And that was ingrained in me, and I never, ever bought a pressure cooker. About 6 months ago, I found one used, and I started using it and realized I loved it. They're so much different nowadays, and they're much safer. You're not going to blow the cover off onto the ceiling. But that one was too small for my needs. So this NutriChef is fabulous. It's got a 5-quart bowl, comes with instructions, a soup spoon, a rice spoon, and a measuring cup. So tonight I'm going to be making what is normally considered a St. Patrick's Day meal, but we eat it year-round, corned beef and cabbage, because I want to show you how easy it is to make a meal that I would consider to be something I would cook in my slow cooker all day. So what you're going to want to do, I already have the meat in the pan, and going to just add, I have some little red potatoes that I have washed and cut in half. And pressure cookers can be used to brown as well. I don't use it when I'm making corned beef in it, just because if I would do it in the slow cooker, I wouldn't brown it. So I'm throwing my potatoes in. There's a line here, which is your fill line. I tend to put way too much stuff in, run out of room. And now I have my shredded cabbage. And this will shrink once it starts cooking down. So I have a good handful of potatoes and about half of a shredded cabbage. So got that packed in, and now I'm going to add some water. I have about 2 cups. I'll be able to see where it is. It looks like it's good. Okay. And then you're going to want to put the cover on. Now, here it says lock, unlock, and you want this in the front. You want to put that on, push it down a little bit because I have too much stuff in there. So now I have the cover on, and it is in the locked position. I cannot pull it back up. You twist it to unlock it, and it will click into the locked position. You want to make sure your pressure valve is set toward the back. That will keep the pressure in. If you do this, it will release pressure. So you want it there. And now you have all these selections. You have soup, rice, chicken, meat, fish, tendon, spare ribs, and porridge. I'm fairly sure I will not be using the tendon setting ever. Anyway, so you push your on. Meat, and this, it sets itself to 20 minutes. I know from experience 28 minutes worked great in my old pressure cooker, so we're going to try that. Hit your on button. And now it's going to do its thing. I will be back and I will show you the end result. So I just heard the pressure cooker beep, and this light here is lit now. It automatically switches to a warm mode. And now the pressure needs to be released. It will take you a little bit for the cooker to get up to the right temperature and pressure, so even though I programmed it for 28 minutes, it did take a little longer, but that's how it works. So this is your pressure release valve. Okay, and if you turn it around this way, I usually start gently to relieve some of the pressure, and then I slowly move it. You see the steam. I slowly move it to allow it to release a little bit faster. So I will be back in just a moment to show you our completed dinner. This is the finished product. I will get it out of the pressure cooker and show you how it looks. And here is our completed meal. The potatoes are fork tender. The meat is cooked through and wonderful. And you can see this was such an easy meal to prepare. It literally cooked while I did other stuff. I use a pressure cooker for so many things. Things like pork chops. I do pork chops with sauerkraut. I do pork steaks. You can do barbecued ribs. You can do soups. There's so many options. Try a pressure cooker if you haven't, and you're not going to regret it. Again, this is the NutriChef and it's fantastic.